Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Kill la Kill episode 11 review. Listen, man. Listen. First of all, the episode is going to be in the description box below on Crunchyroll.com, number one. Number two, I was going to do a live reaction, but I already did a pretty big one in the middle of the week, and I was like, you know what, let me not try and milk all these live reactions, but I did watch this episode like 5 times over. And let me tell you something, alright? This was fucking awesome, okay? Son, the face of evil has never been cuter. What the hell? So you're telling me that this girl, Nui Harime, who apparently is the Grand Couturier, and apparently the Couturier is like some high echelon fashion individual. It's some French stuff and fashion. I'm wearing a t-shirt here. I don't really care. The thing here is that she says that she was the one who killed Ryuko's father. Now, I think she's lying. I think she's lying because when we saw, in the first episode, we saw the person who was jumping off into the night, and that person had a blue scissor blade. Now, maybe there are multicolored scissor blades like blue, black, blue, purple, green, yellow, and so on and so forth. But she pulls out a purple one, and she says, yeah, I'm the one who killed your father. I'm the one, this sword right here, this scissor blade, this key blade, what do you want to call it, I ripped it out of your father's gut, pretty much. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, if that's true, then that's just insane. But I think she's lying, so she can egg on Ryuko to use the full power of her Kamui. Which, of course, Nudist Beach want... No. They don't want that shit to happen. Because, I mean, that's why we have the guy, Mr. Slickback, and Sumugu. They're prepared. This guy has a freaking bullet. A very big bullet, actually. And it's full of life fibers. So I kind of question, like, how can that be effective? I mean, wouldn't Ryuko absorb the bullet if it's made out of life fibers? But we'll see how that works out later on. But basically, this girl, Nui Harime, she's very powerful. Alright? Now that's very obvious. She's very skilled, very powerful. She blocked Sanagayama easy. And I will say, yes, I was very disappointed that Sanagayama did not actually fight. I like the dude. The dude's cool. He reminds me, honestly, I mean, I don't think it's a stretch or anything like that, but he reminds me so much of Kamina from Tengen Toba. He just does. I think the dude's cool as shit. And him being shitted on by Nui Harime, like literally, like the guy puts on his 3-star Goku uniform. They rush. She comes in the middle, and then it's like no, like because she starts to pull some weird shit with Satsuki. It's like, you know how like every time a new character is introduced in the story, their name appears in like these giant red letters, or in these, because they're symbols, so in these giant red symbols. She's like fucking around with the symbols. She's like on top of them, just chilling, like Satsuki-chan, and just doing stupid shit. And then it's like there's this cross, because like the screen, it's like a crossface thing, where it's like we see Satsuki's face, then we see her face. Then she pulls like some mock reality warping shit where she like she reaches over the screen and starts to play with her hair. And I'm like, yo, what's up with this girl? Like, what is seriously up with this girl? But it was funny. And the thing here is that in comes Sanagayama. He strikes and she blocks him. And then she takes him out. She severs the banshee. So this is some new concept here, where apparently, at least in the sense of the Goku uniforms, they have this thing called a banshee, and the banshee is basically the foundation of that uniform. And so she severed it very easily with a pinky, gone, and he's taken out. So I was so disappointed because I was hoping that, because we all saw her at the beginning of the episode, and so I kind of knew that she was gonna hop in there. But I was hoping to see, some form of combat between Sanagayama and Ryuko before she came in. But no, she just came to fuck in, stop the entire thing. So that was a shame. But regardless of that, the thing here is that... Oh, and by the way, she actually says... She tells Satsuki that the Goku uniforms are poorly sewn. Okay, alright. So apparently the Goku uniforms are poorly sewn. So Iori, Mr. Head of the Sewing Division, has to step his shit up. Has to step his shit up exponentially. If this girl can just... over... Oh yeah, they have to step their shit up massively. But I do believe that Couturier and Satsuki is doing all this stuff solely... Well, not solely. Maybe there's a lot of reasons, but I think one of the main reasons is to take down her mother, Ragyo. Bro, what the fuck? Dun, 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 dun. It's just crazy. It's crazy stuff with this woman. Her hair makes no fucking sense. Yo, man. Oh my god. And I've seen Mushi Byugo, that one anime with the bugs and the guys with the super uber hair. But her hair makes no fucking sense, man. Oh my god. Wow, man. Wow. It's like all colors of the rainbow. Double rainbow! It's seriously. Like it's a bowl of tricks, man. And she comes out. And she was in the bath. She goes into like, I think like a really big dresser. I'm not too sure. I don't know what's going on there. But there are all these clothes, like all these dresses. They look like, yeah, like dresses or wedding gowns, stuff like that. And she says, so which one of you will come here, or something along those lines? And then one of them starts to move. And I could have swore I heard whispering. So I think that she can communicate with her uniform or her outfits just like Ryuko can. I think that she has a very strong connection with her outfits. Otherwise, you can't talk to them. Well, then again, Ryuko just met Senketsu. So, I mean, just met, in the sense that when they first saw each other, he was talking to her off the gate. But Junketsu hasn't spoken a fucking word to Satsuki, at least as far as we know. So, I'm just saying. But either way, like, we see her, and then all of a sudden, like, we see, like, this other girl, Hohomaru. She's powerful. I bet you that she's very powerful, too. Alright? Hohomaru is probably on the same level as Nui Haruya. I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. Ryuko, after she finds out, after all the stuff with, Ragyo, the head honcho of Revox, the thing here is that she tells her, I'm the one who killed your pops. And I was scared for Nui. I was super fucking scared. The moment, like, Ryuko flexes her muscles, and then, like, the pin on her wrist comes off by itself, you're thinking to yourself, oh no. Bad move. That was a super bad move. You're gonna die. Oh, you're gonna die real bad. Oh yeah. But then again, no, because she's powerful as shit. But, like, the rage is gonna overtake. And then Senketsu is gonna start having like these crazy demonic transformations. That's my personal opinion. And it's gonna be like a bloodlusted, like a bloodlusted Ryuko. That's what it is. It's a bloodlusted Ryuko. The blood from the side of her mouth started to come. I'm like, oh, yo, she's gonna take her out. She's gonna take her out. But then again, because when you look at the preview, it looks like Nui has the upper hand. But then you see the battlefield. The battlefield is fucking leveled. It is totaled. So there are no cushions here. There are no cushions. There is no leeway. It's, I'm going to skull fuck you. I am going to rip out your spine. And I will use it as a damn hanger for my clothes. Like, it is that serious. So we'll see how this goes. But the episode was pretty good. And that's all the second part of the episode. I just realized that. The first part is actually the fight between Ryuko and Couturier, which also is pretty damn good. Couturier, obviously, amongst the Elite Four, she has the most DC. She has the most destructive capacity. The most mobility, I don't know. because we've seen Sanagama move so fast where he's made several after images of himself, but she can't fly. And of course, her uniform has a 2-stage transformation. The first one's like that giant ship thing where she absorbs all the instruments that her other subordinates have. The second one is this thing called Regalia, like de capo or something like that. But she fires the sound wave, and the sound wave, what it does is that it actually directly attacks the life fibers, and it puts them on the frequency of her music. So Senketsu couldn't really hear Ryuko until they start to focus on her heartbeat, and then they use that as a means to negate the sound that is being blasted at them from Couturier, and then they basically transfer back at her. Then it's the basic, you know, decapitation mode, saying he's so chic, fucking, yeah, life fibers, and then that's it. So, I mean, that being said, the episode, it was, of course, as usual, over the top, super fast paced, dynamic as all hell, but that's the way I like it. Oh, that's the way I like it. I like it real rough. Real rough. All over the place, doing spins and shit. Doing the Superman. Fuck it. Now, that being said, the animation on point as usual. The pacing, of course, fast as always. The story progression is the main thing here. Huge. 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 Alright, when you bring in this bitch, Nui, and then you say, oh yeah, I killed your pops. So it wasn't Satsuki. It wasn't even her mother, Ragyo. It was her. I think she's lying, but she says it was her. And she has the scissor blade to back it up. Well, off goes your head. Just saying. I'm just saying. All right. I'm just saying. And by the way, do you think that Ryuko would actually, hold on. First of all, 2 things. Number 1, do you think that Ryuko would gain more power if she actually had like a full scissor? That's number 1. I think she would. Number 2 is that I just realized that when Nui was talking about how the Goku uniforms are poorly sewn, the scissor blade would probably be a means of cutting life fibers. But when I saw Miss Ragyo's, or when we all saw her dresser, the thing here is that those are probably like well sewn, and they're probably sewn via that giant scissor, or the scissor blades combined as one, like a special scissor. Nudist Beach. Before I go, yeah, a little funny thing right here. It was really funny, in my personal opinion, where we have Sumu comes in there. Of course, always 2 pieces of advice, but the second one was take that shit off. You look stupid. Around those lines. And then Mr. Slickback's response was, it's a disguise, alright? If I were to walk around the school in my nude glory, that was good. That was good, man. Yeah, that was my naked glory. Like all posed up and shit. Could you imagine that? Him walking around like that? Like, yeah, nudist the beach. Like, that'd be funny. But then again, they probably do that at headquarters. Because I don't think in headquarters they allow clothes. I mean, that's the way it seems. It seems like these, nudist beach. Like, we're nudists. Like, we just go nude. Alright, how do you counter those that love clothes? Well, you have those that don't love clothes. I don't know, I guess it's that simple. But either way, the episode rating, honestly, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was amazing. It had, of course, its funny quirk moments. Of course, with the Monkan Choku family, with Mako herself, thinking that like she's in a battle between like Gamagori and then Inumuta, and then in comes Couturier, she comes in there. Of course, we have Nui fucking around with the actual, with like her name logo in red, which is funny. Her doing some weird stuff with like the reality warping. When of course it comes to Nudist Beach and, you know, a little bit plugins here with Sumugu. So it was funny, as of course, as usual. And I've already stated about the whole progression story and the animation and the character development, so we'll leave it at that. King Lightning, the rating overall is amazing. Be sure to, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice day.
今日私を飾ってくれるのは誰かな？